Streaming, so we should be live.
All righty.
All right. How's it going, Brian?
Good. How you doing, Dusty?
I'm doing good. We're on episode 13 now of Chasing the Pack. I don't know quite where we're at with this. Oh, hold on. All right. Well, that was loud. I wasn't ready for that. But we
Oh,
are live. We're doing this live tonight for the first time. So we'll see if we have anybody hop on with us. We do have a live chat. So if you want to ask us questions while we're doing this, feel free. Um, so where were you at this weekend, Brian?
I was at New World up in
New World.
Jacksonville. I woke up at 4:50 on
Okay.
Saturday morning to make the trek. It was only like 2.5 hours. I definitely did not speed.
Okay.
I did the speed limit, the bare
Okay.
minimum,
Probably wasn't a lot of
and
traffic, so that's pretty good.
yeah, yep. So flew up there and watched an incredible race. A lot, I think there were two or three, two, three or four sub 15 guys right on the cusp. Um, Definitely two, and then there was a bunch of guys, low 15s, 15:30. I think the top 30 were all under 15:45, so it was
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. Definitely fast. So you think we're going
IMG
towards
crushed
just
it.
or you think we're going towards just, like fast times? Like everybody just wants fast times just so they can make it to Nike team or to all these, after the season meets.
Oh, I think we've been there. Yeah, I mean, I think everything is geared towards that now. Not just high school, but middle school too. It seems like there's more meets being run on fast courses, and people seem to have really gotten away from the more difficult
True
ones
cross
outside of
country.
like. Yeah, outside of Holloway, which Holloway, you have to go to for regionals and for bigger meets. But I
Right.
mean, Northport. There's like 5 meets at Northport now. There's
Right.
the Northport Invite. There's a night at Northport. There's your district, and I think there. I thought there was one other one. There's like a county championship meet down there. It's like, come on now.
Yeah.
So
I'm
just crazy.
I'm guilty of it too. I mean, Alligator Lake is flat, fast, and I always advertised it that way. The horse park is always hot, so the times aren't super fast, but it's flat. And so I get it, but at the same time, like I miss the courses that I made that had like hills. I remember when I running through creeks, running over trees. Like I miss those courses. I think we should bring some of those back, and coaches should challenge their athletes more and not just go to the fast races just to run fast. You know?
Yeah, I know for me now, especially even when I was coaching at Plant, but now in college and doing stuff on the side. I mean, we're always going to tough places to run.
Yeah.
Um, like we'll do Al Lopez for some workouts, just totally flat. But even then, there's a hill in the back. We'll do like repeats up or strides up the hill for several minutes and then jump in. But um, Dover was like the place to be 15 years ago. There was a regional run there, a D2 region run there. The South region was there. Steffner Christian used to host the read out there, and that place is tough. That's like authentic, Florida cross country, anyways. Because there's like one hill, but the
It's a big
terrain
deal.
is rough, and yeah, it's just different. Same thing with
Yeah.
Picnic Island, where we used to have. I have a big bias because I went to Robinson. We used to have our home meet, Millard Schumett. That was arguably the hardest course in the state. Um, you know, you had 1657 win it, and John Mitchell. I don't know if you remember that name or not. He
Hmm.
was the state champ in the mile, I think, in 4A in like 2008. He ran like, I don't know, 418 and 154. He ran Florida, I think. But he ran like 1657 or six out there for the win. Um, so it was slow. But yeah, definitely it doesn't exist anymore. It's everything's fast. I mean, you got two meets at Cecil meet. You got, like I said, 4 or 5 at Northport. You got people going to Georgia to run that A61, which I think is notoriously short from what I understand. Then you got Great American, which is fast. I mean,
Yeah.
lots of fast courses. It seems like that's the thing.
I wonder if it hurts us though, because when they go and they run like out in Oregon for like the Nike, like the nationals, like there's hills on that course. So I wonder if, us trying to just run fast races, if that's hurting us overall. Like, I mean, we still have a lot of great kids going to college and going all over the country and, doing well, but I just feel like maybe we should put forth an effort to have a few more difficult courses and make that like marquee races. Like you said, in Lakeland, that's a hard course. And um but yeah, so anyway, well, so that was New World. I was at Clearwater, which was also very flat, but it was through the woods. Lots of twists, lots of turns. Really cool course. Um, Flew the drone and had to keep it low though because there's a fly zone through there, so I couldn't get
Oh wow,
above a certain height. And there was a helicopter come by, so I got out of the way. Didn't want to be near that guy, but saw two, three good races there, and it was a good time. We had the Run Florida tent there. My wife and my son was there helping me out. I always appreciate
nice.
them. Yeah, it's always fun to have the family come with you. And yeah, it was a good time.
It
But
does sound like a good time. What was the weather like out there? It was cold in Jacksonville. I mean, relatively speaking, was it cool down here?
it wasn't cold. It was just windy. Like it was.
Mm,
There was a breeze the whole time. And I say it wasn't cold. I mean, for the runners, it might have been cold. I'm sweating all the time, so I don't know. But
sure.
yeah, so the temperature was cooler, but it wasn't that chill that you get. That chill you get, and like you just know you're going to drop like 15 seconds when you run because
Yep.
it's colder. Um, I haven't felt that in the air yet, but I know it's coming. Like I hope it's this weekend. Um, and which I'll be at Swanee this weekend for the Swanee Invitational up in Live Oak. So I'll be far enough north. Maybe I'll get that cold, chill while I'm there.
Oh yeah. I mean, you probably will. I mean, it was chilly in Jacksonville. It was definitely cold.
Yeah. Well, we're doing something new this week. You ready for something new?
I'm always ready for something new. Hit me with something new, Dusty.
All right. Well, we didn't do it based off of times. We did it based off of head to head competition. And then we used times as a backup, but it was mainly head to head. But we are coming out with all classifications, top 10. Here we go. We got the girls
Oh.
right here. So I've got IMG. I know they don't participate in the postseason, but they're in the state, and we got to include them because they're a good team. I mean, they got some great runners there this year. So I got girls number one. We got Bishop Kenny number two, and I will say
Wow.
our top six, maybe seven, could be controversial because any week Spanish River or Bowls could beat each other. Um, but we have Episcopal third, Spanish River fourth from down south. I've got the Bowls girls fifth, Vanguard sixth. They've been very strong this year.
Mm-hmm.
Ponte Vedra and Creekside, they're not very far apart. They're just down the road from each other. And I got them seventh and eighth. Charles sneaking in there at ninth, and Gainesville right down the road from me, or Gainesville, Buchholz right
Two
down
gold.
the road from me in Gainesville. I got them top 10. So you got any differences you think Mike could change that, or maybe some honorable mentions?
I don't know. Bishop Kenny and Episcopal, I think, are both in 2A, so that's gotta be a showdown. So those bowls. But no, IMG is so interesting because obviously they're sort of the wild card of this whole thing.
They're a
They have
unicorn,
so many. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess when you can recruit, right? I mean, that's part of the bonus is that the takeaway, of course, is that you can't run
right?
postseason. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, when you build a super team, I guess you could be really super, evidently. So it's wild what they've done. It's kind of there's been a few teams like that over the last few, probably like 10 years. I think going back to like Steinbrenner in 2016, where a bunch of girls showed up from different high schools and they combined and made this wild, wild thing. This is like the penultimate version of that, where they've just gotten probably the best five girls in the state and stuck them
Right.
all on one team.
Well, and I don't know that they're necessarily from Florida. Like I think some of them are
Oh,
from other
sure.
places. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
it makes sense.
it is what it is. But ultimately, you can't not put them in there because they are competing against other girls in the state during the regular season. So that's where we have them.
Sure.
You want to move on to the boys? Let's see what we
I
got for the
think it's going
boys.
to look very similar. Very similar.
I think you're right. I think you're right. So
Oh no.
I know IMG for the boys also just barely though they beat Belen this weekend up there at New World.
New World. Yep.
I got Buholtz boys up at third. Like they're looking pretty
Wow.
good. So I've got them up there at third. I might have overranked them on this one, but I don't know. I think they're going to surprise some people. Nice, like honestly, wasn't even on my radar when I put everything in the little metrics that I made up. Like Nice was right there, so I was like, all right, well, makes sense.
There you go. You need a niece.
Yeah, and what's funny is like a lot of these teams, boys and girls, are both powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like they're both top
Yeah.
tier teams.
Vanguard, Spanish River,
Yep, Kyles.
Trials. Yep.
Yep. So,
Well,
you
it's
know,
funny
then
because it's funny. It's funny because Steinbrenner just lost to Newsom yesterday at the county championship meet here at Hillsborough.
did they?
So we might need to throw in there.
Okay. Well, I think we should I did this because you see all these football rankings out. I saw volleyball rankings the other day. I'm like, why are we not doing this
Oh,
for
sure.
cross country? So, you know, don't hate on us. Like this is just something that we're starting. We're gonna, try and keep it up, but from week to week, we're gonna switch things around and see where they're at based off of who they ran against. If they have a bye week, then it's gonna be hard for them to go down because they didn't lose to anybody, just like in football. But just trying something new and fun. So we're doing top 10, and maybe we put some honorable mentions in there. Like you said Newsom beat Steinbrenner, so they should be honorable mention. Maybe they should slide into the top 10 position this week. Um, but yeah,
Slide
so
right on in.
yeah, so we'll post these on our social media and make sure to comment on them and let us know. Hey, check our team out. Maybe they beat one of these teams at another race this year, and I overlooked it, and the metrics that we put together was overlooked. So, you know, comment, let us know. Don't be rude, don't be mean. Just hey, check out Chiefland. You know, don't do that. Anyway, so we got the FSU invite coming up,
Well, that was
pre-state.
fun.
Yeah. So FSU pre-state 1025. I'm assuming all the big teams are going to go there. Um, it'll probably be their last big
Oh yeah.
race before districts. So because preseason or not preseason, but postseason is right around the corner.
Yep.
You
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're like 3 weeks away.
yeah, I know it's so close. Are you gonna make it out to any of the districts or the regions? Like, you got any plans to go out there?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it to the Holloway districts and well, at least the regional meets at Holloway to recruit and whatnot. But yeah, definitely be at those. And I'm planning on being at state too. So should be at both.
Okay. All right. Well, you want to make a prediction on who wins pre-state?
I guess IMG again, right? Across the board if they go.
Yeah,
If not, Belen for the boys. I mean, I think that makes the most sense. But I mean, the girls are so wide open. I mean, it could be anybody on any given day. So,
true. True. Well, so you mentioned the Blend
what do you
boys.
think?
Uh I think IMG is great. I think they're a good team. I think maybe the hill slows them down. They train down there,
Oh,
Sarasota. Maybe they don't have, a lot of hills. Maybe there's a bridge they run on. I don't know. But, maybe the hill slows them down and maybe somebody like Childs, where it's their home course, steps up and they're up there with them. Or maybe Belen comes up there a little bit rested. Maybe they take the next 2 weeks off. I'm not sure. But um, and that's kind of what I was going to go to next is, Belen boys. I figured that they could run with IMG, but I think that maybe they're getting tired. Like they've done a lot of traveling. They've been all over the place.
I don't know. I think that IMG team is just so stacked. Like if you look across the board, I mean, they've only run at fast courses, right? So you're going off of whatever their slowest time is, but their team average at Northport was like 15:10 or something dumb. And I know, like I said, we talked about that course being real suspect, and at least 200 meters short. But still, I mean, to have a team average in the low 15s, I mean, I think it's pretty much impossible for anybody to beat them. They probably will go to Nike Nats and make a run at it with that. I mean,
Right.
that's insane. But again, we'll see. I mean, I think their top three guys were all like sub 1540 or 1535 this past weekend, which even still is pretty nuts.
Pretty good.
So
Yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens. They're like I said, they're the wild card across the board because you just don't know. You don't know when they're going to show up. They seem to like the fast courses. They seem to be that's their whole thing is if it's
R-
fast, we'll show
Right.
up.
Grip it
Um,
and rip it, right? Just go after it.
yes, that's it. That's it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, all right, Brian. Well, our first live show. Hopefully, everything went okay to where people were able to watch, and hopefully, people watch it, after the fact as well. Again, we'll post, the graphics, those top tens on our Instagram, and we'll probably throw them up on our TikTok. So make sure you guys like all of our social media platforms, and we appreciate it. Feel free to go to our website. You can go to the Chasing the Pack uh, tab at the top, and you can email us any questions you want to ask on the show. We would love to have those. That's it, man. You good?
Well, hey, it's a pleasure as always. Oh yeah, I'm always good. I'm always
All
good.
right.
I appreciate you having me, and this was fun to do it a little bit different, get after these teams.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully they don't come after us. I mean, it's all in fun. I hope that they understand that it's all in fun. Um, like I know Frankie down there, Belen, like he knows what he's doing. Like I'm not worried about them. Like they'll take a rest or something. They'll regroup, and they're going to be ready to go for the state series. IMG will be ready to go for whatever they're going for out there. Those coaches are great as well. And that top 10, like all those coaches, you can name all the coaches, and they're just they've got their program ready to go. So
Oh
super
yeah,
excited,
big time.
super excited for postseason. And like I said, super excited for the Swanee Invitational this weekend. And that's all I got, man.
All right. Well, hey, listen, have a great rest of your night.
You too, man. Have a good one.
You too.